Okay. First thing in the update, this is a little addendum to the subscriber unboxings because my friend Ingrid Francesca, who is, I believe, a patron and a pal, sent me something off of my Amazon wish list. So the first thing to update here is this new 4K of Zodiac. This is a film that I like a lot. And I am excited because it has a new restoration, I believe, and I will be checking this out promptly. So thank you, Ingrid, if you are watching live or on the replay. I really appreciate it. You're the best. Oh, I guess to give myself a clean edit for the segment portion of this for the YouTube video. This is gonna be part 3 of our YouTube or of our Blu-ray update saga of my past year of acquisitions. So we did subscriber unboxings. We did Punk Vacation. That was all in part 1, I think, more or less. We did uh the Vinegar Syndrome subscriber box. And now we're going to do VS and OCN purchases. And then part 4 will be everything else. And that'll get us current. And then, I don't know. I don't really buy much anymore, so I don't think we'll be doing these too often, but I might, instead of just formal update segments, I might just be like at the beginning of videos, like, or at the beginning of streams, like, this is what I got this week. Check it out, right? The next is yet another Punk Vacation acquisition that I straight up forgot about. This is Her Body from Film Movement. This one is dope. I did a review of it for Punk Vacation, so you should go watch that. And then here's what your standard edition looks like. This is actually completely sold out on the website as of the recording of this video, which is crazy. This is not a documentary, as I thought it was, but this is, here, let me read the back of it. The gold medal dreams of Czech high diver Andrea Absolanova are shattered when she suffers a devastating spinal injury while training for the 1996 Olympics. Forced to leave the sport she loves, Andrea follows a photographer friend into the world of nude modeling, ultimately reinventing herself as an adult actress, Leah DeMay, and performing in over 80 pornographic films. So this is based off of a true story. I thought it was a documentary when I first started watching it, and then it took me like, and I think it was like 20 minutes in where I was like, damn, they're really getting some intimate shots here, real fly on the wall stuff here. I was like, oh no, this is scripted. This is definitely not a documentary. But it is based on a real thing, and it is a really crazy and like kind of tragic story, but it's really fascinating. I think it's really well made. Okay, so Her Body. I really enjoyed that film. It's really great. When it gets back in stock, you're not going to get that fancy, crispy slipcover, but you'll be fine. Get the standard edition. It'll be less money, and it'll be cool and good. Okay. Next, I bought this from someone in the Vinegar Syndrome Facebook group. She was selling a bundle of films, or a bunch of them, and I went ahead and purchased 3 that I wanted. They are A Woman's Torment. Her name was Lisa. And Good Luck, Miss Wyckoff. The clear case, because I know that this is from the days when they were doing blue cases. So thankfully I was not afflicted with a blue case that I would have to replace. I've not seen this one yet, although I hear really good things about it. I think that this is like a triple disc combo pack, includes a Blu-ray, DVD, and soundtrack CD. Okay. Geez. Okay. This is apparently like an artsier thing, like a more prestigious film in their catalog. So I'm excited to check this out, and I like this artwork. Is it reversible? There is not. This is early shit. Next is A Woman's Torment, a film by Roberta Findlay. Ooh, I forgot this. Look at that cover art. That's sick. Oh, and there's your back artwork. This is Haunt Love, or it's gotta be. I mean, I could just recognize this shit. I think the yeah, the reversible art for it is pretty good too. I remember I kind of struggled to pick one. I like that too, but I think yeah, I think this is the one that is correct. Um, so this was advertised to me as being like really fucked up and like not like working like not just as um like it's a really kind of disturbing and like difficult like drama that happens to have hardcore scenes in it. I didn't find it to be that emotionally effective, honestly, and it is pretty rough around the edges, as a lot of her films can be. Um, or no. I'm getting her confused with someone else. Her films are generally very good. But they aren't like I've heard people say that this is like Polanski but better, and like, come on. I know that she's a better person than he is, but like, let's be honest here, right? Like, it's not that. Um, but it is still really good, and I'm glad I have it. And it's unfortunate that it's out of print. I hope that these all come back in print in some capacity, but this is a good movie, so check that out. The one that I preferred of these two, which is a completely arbitrary point of comparison and double feature, is this film by Roger Watkins. Her Name Was Lisa. This one I think actually is like a really emotionally devastating, kind of really fucked up film. That has hardcore scenes that are both disturbing and beautiful when they need to be, like respectively. There's a really gorgeous lesbian scene in this. There's some really disturbing, not lesbian scenes in this. I think I can get away with showing this. Uh, just in case. There you go. Full erection 100%. Finally, a film I can rave about. Erotically stupendous, says Hustler magazine. Well, I don't mean to kink shame or whatever, but that dude's into some fucked up shit if that was his review. This is really just like a great film. And like, the hardcore scenes are what they are. Um but I dig that one a lot. It was on my list of favorite hardcore titles that I did on Reconnected recently. Next is my Valentine's Day sale haul for VS. A lot of shit was going out of print, and I wanted to just catch up on what I could. I didn't get everything. Some of it sold out before I could get to it, but I don't think I've seen any of this, so we should go through it pretty quickly. First is Blue Ice with this really gorgeous Haunt Love slipcover. I really dig that. The other one that I wanted was Trashy Lady with his artwork on it too, but that sold out completely. What can you do? I've not taken this out of the plastic yet, but it's cool artwork. I think this is like about police or something. And I see there's a dude in chains. A sex adventure that will melt the screen. Okay. We'll see. Oh, I have seen this one. A film by Jimmy Boy L. That's not who it is. This is Abel Ferrara. 9 Lives of a Wet Pussy. Real subtle stuff going on here. I bought this. Blue Ice seems interesting. Yeah, I think it does too. We'll see. We'll see how it is. I bought this because okay, so I have seen it before and I didn't really like it. I thought it was like fine. It just kind of is what it is. It's just kind of hardcore scenes with no real uh like story in between or anything like that. But it's Abel Ferrara's maybe his first film, if one of his first films. And Sam Deegan does the audio commentary on here, and I will buy pretty much anything with her name on it, sight unseen. And so I thought maybe she could talk me into at least appreciating this more. And the reason I just went ahead and pulled the trigger on it is because like it was completely sold out, and then I checked the site again, and they I guess had made a mistake, and there was one copy left, so I grabbed it. So I got the very last one, which was cool. I'm going to watch Possession later. Hell yeah. Have you seen it before? I hope you enjoy it. It's my second favorite film of all time. It's a fucking banger. I need a Possession tattoo. Next is Joe Sarno directed this. So I've only seen his softcore stuff before, so this should be interesting. But it is A Touch of Genie. None of this stuff is out of the plastic yet, so I'm not really sure about reversible or anything like that. Next, I don't know about this, but it was, very cheap and almost sold out, so I thought, why not? Oh, you've never seen it. God damn. Enjoy. Jesus. Possession is unbelievable. Um, I appreciate you hanging out with me instead of watching arguably the greatest film ever made. High School Fantasies. It looks fine, I guess. I don't know, that might be questionable, but I want to at least check it out. And then this one I've heard is really, really good. This is supposed to be another kind of disturbing, like, maybe horror adjacent, but like really fucked up film that I tend to like. Memories Within Miss Aggie. I almost didn't get it because there's no special features, but why not? I might as well. Like, this is going to be the best quality out there, and oh god, I hope this has subtitles. It does, so we're good on that. Next, this was a really good value because it is 3 films and it was like $12 or something like that. The Pretty Peaches trilogy, again with the excellent Haunt Love cover. Don't know much about these, but yeah, can't beat 3 for 12. And this one is out of the plastic, so there's your reversible art, which is nice. Got a bit of a peach colored theme going on here. There's no reversible. That just is the cover art. So, and then we have a double feature. This was part of their warehouse finds, where stuff that was out of print they found and then had it on sale. This is a double feature of I Like to Watch. Hey, me too. And Sorority Sweethearts. So, who directed this? Paul Vitelli. I feel like there was a reason I picked this up. Maybe it was just because it was previously out of print and I wanted to scoop it. So there's those. I don't know anything about it, but there it is. It's not Picorama. It's just regular old VS, but there is reversible art, which is cool, and I can show here, which is nice. The goddamn glare, but there you go. And then the last of this stack, the last of my haul for the Valentine's Day sale, is Indecent Exposure. Some women pose for profit, others do it for pleasure. And then I believe there is also reversible art on this that I can show. Yeah. How often do you actually take advantage of the reversible art? Anytime that I like it better. Oh, let me say, if there's a slipcover on it, and the slipcover art and the regular art are exactly the same, I always reverse it. 100% of the time, because it's different artwork. I might as well. If it's just a standard, then I will just pick whichever one I like better. So I would say most of the time, I do utilize it. I'm a big fan of reversible art. I like options, Okay, next is... Hold on. Reorganize a little bit here. I think that's all of it. Let's see. Speaking of our friends in Deaf Crocodile, in one of the recent sales, I don't remember which one, there are many of them, as I'm sure you all know, they were doing a sort of DC clear out, putting it all at rock bottom prices because they were leaving as a partner label. So I took advantage and got all the ones that were left. So we have Kinzatza, which I know my friends Ryan Farrell and Will Dotson are on this one. And reversible cover art. And I believe the other one is just the slipcover art. Oh no, there is no reversible art. Never mind. That's right, because I think OCN doesn't do reversible cover art. I think probably to incentivize buying the slipcovers. I'm not sure about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going on there. Next is Time of Roses. This is another Russian joint, I believe. And then you have your standard edition artwork. Let me make sure I'm not making shit up. Yeah, there's no reversible on this. So, I mean, there's reversible, I guess, but it's not like there's artwork inside, but it's not reversible and that there's no information on it and stuff like that, you know. So, and then we have Benny's Bathtub, which I reviewed on the Chasing Labels podcast for their unwatched pile. This is a weird movie. The little Danish animated tale about this guy who fucking goes into his bathtub and goes on a deep sea adventure, and it's the whole thing. There's also 3 episodes of a TV series on here, one of which is completely fucking insane. Like, it's like a kid's TV show, but he goes and, like, takes a quick journey of, like, racism throughout American history and, like, fucking, the Black Panthers and shit, and it's kind of insane, but there's your regular art. Booklet, you know the deal. The boys at DC know what's up. Yeah, this movie's weird as fuck, but there's nothing else quite like it. So, like, if you want, like, Oswald or, like, Blue's Clues or something like that, but, like, on psychedelics, it's, like, the closest I could get to describing this, I guess. Okay, more Russian stuff. A lot of the Bleeding Skull releases have reversible cover art. We're gonna be coming up on one of those soon, so I'll have to double check that. But that's cool. So I guess, yeah, it's up to them. Assassin of the Tsar. This has Malcolm McDowell in it, which is pretty cool. Have not yet given this a viewing, but there's your artwork again. Does Sam Deegan have something on this? Yep, she has a commentary track on here. Hell yeah. Yeah, these are all like $10. So, and then we have Bubble Bath, which is different than Benny's Bathtub, but the Deaf Crocodile Bath double feature is a thing that you could do. So, yeah, this looks weird as fuck. I'm into this. Looks cool to me. I might be doing reviews of some of these because to make it up for me taking like 6 goddamn months to do the review that I was obligated to do, I might offer to review some of their back catalog releases that I have, just to kind of make it up to them, right? Okay. And then we have, speaking of Bleeding Skull, this is their second release. I'm really interested in seeing more Eastern European Soviet cinema. I gotta get some of these. Yeah, dude, the fucking Deaf Crocodile, like, that was their specialty early on for sure. But also Mosfilm, because they are socialists of sorts. All of their shit is available on YouTube for free in high definition restored versions. So, like, you still want to get the DC releases for all the features and the extra bit of restoration, I guess, but it's all there. Which is pretty cool. Okay, this is their second release, I believe. Bleeding Skull, The Other Dimension, and the films of Fabio Salerno. Big fan of this release. I actually watched all of it. There are like 2 features and 10 short films on here, which is kind of fucking insane. There you have this. And then, let's see. Were you right? Nah, there's no reversible art on this one. Unfortunate. But, let's see. We have Disc 1, the features. Preserved from the only 16mm film elements in existence. The Other Dimension, 1992, 78 minutes, and Deep Night, 1991, 69 minutes. Plus, Fabio, a 48-minute documentary, and The Making of Deep Night, a 69-minute archival documentary. This thing is fucking stacked, bro. Like, these 2 features... okay, so let me just read their description real quick. Closing the gap between dreams and reality, Fabio Salerno's films are the missing link between Dario Argento and George and Mike Kuchar. I would say that that's accurate. The Other Dimension in the films of Fabio Salerno is a 2-disc set that presents the late Salerno's complete filmography for the first time in North America. From the accomplished anthology The Other Dimension to the fan favorite short Arpy, these DIY art house horror films from Italy are true discoveries for adventurous horror heads. I would co-sign pretty much all of that. There's 441 minutes of content on this, which is crazy. Or at least that's just the films. That's not including the supplements, I think. So that's pretty insane. But in any case, Um, what was I talking about? I know Disembodied and Cannibal Orgy at least have reversible cover art. Well, that's cool. I'm glad that they started incorporating that. I'd have to check my Blonde Death, but I don't remember, to be honest. So, not sure about that. But the fuck was I saying? Um, okay, so this dude, um, he literally calls himself Fabio Argento. Like that's how much the influences are on his sleeve. But I dig it. These are very like homemade, the shorts especially. But the features are pretty competently put together. They're pretty grimy and nasty, and I dig them quite a bit. My one caveat is I think that this guy clearly has some issues with women that he's working out on these films. But you know, what horror director isn't working out? What male horror director isn't working out his issues with women on screen to some extent, right? In the fucking Shrouds, in my Shrouds review, I talk about how fucking David Cronenberg is still doing that through his work, right? And then the shorts. We have preserved from the best available VHS and digital masters as film elements are lost. Italian language with newly created English subtitles or partial English subtitles due to audio elements. That's how fucking down and dirty this shit is. They can't even fully subtitle it because all they have is a fucking VHS and they can't transcribe all of it. RP from 87, Ultra Tumba from 87, Mezzanotte from 86, and Extra Sensoria from 85, Tre Sagome and Nero from 85, Vampiri from 85, Incubo from 84, Notte from 83, Cadaveri from 82, La Paura Esista Hia, Un Natal Rosso Sangue from 81, Magic from 81, El Signora del 5 Piano from 81. They probably butchered all of that. The Making of Ultra Tumba, a 12-minute archival documentary, and a commentary track on Magic. So this shit is stacked. I went through all of this a while ago, so they're not fresh in my mind, but I do recommend this release, and I do enjoy it. So check that shit out. Next, I bought this because it was about to sell out, and I wasn't sure how much I wanted to be complete on this line, but this is Red Rock West, one of my least favorite titles because it is a really brutal tongue twister. But yeah, Cinematograph does good shit. Okay, it's got Nicolas Cage and isn't Dennis Hopper in this too? Yes, Dennis Hopper and Lara Flynn Boyle, Twin Peaks alum. So yeah, it looks pretty dope. I've heard nothing but good things. Some good extras and everything. Still haven't popped it in yet, as I am wont to do. But you got your regular sort of cinematograph type packaging. You got your disc trays. This is Blu-ray only, and I believe. Then you have your book. Somebody, maybe Umbrella, decided to do this in 4K. And I'll just say, Justin Liberty, who, if you don't know, is the head of operations over at OCN and is the lead, is the guy, the man behind this entire cinematograph project. He is a huge proponent of 4K, and if this needed to be in 4K, or if it made sense for this to be in 4K, he would have done it. So the fact that it's not tells me that it doesn't need to be. So that's just my take. But I would grab the standard edition of this, probably, over that 4K, honestly. So, but I heard that they have different features too. So you know what? Do whatever you want. I'm not your mom. Next, this was from, man, I don't know, some kind of sale or other. They're always doing a goddamn sale. But this is the stack of stuff that was going out of print, so I wanted to go ahead and grab it. And I haven't watched any of it. Woe is me. Shame on me, is what I meant to say. Rest in Pieces. I don't know, that looks fun, right? It's purple. We love purple, right? The reversible art is not purple, but it's kind of fun. Like, that's some dumb shit right there. I'm into that, but, you know, I like this art better, so. I don't know, this is definitely, like, comfort food for me. Like a dumb fucking, is this 80s? 80s, 87. Hell yeah. Dumb 80s horror movie. That's like peak shit right there. Pandemonium. I heard that this was decent. I think this is like a horror comedy, so it's definitely gonna be riskier for me, but you know, if it's out of print, it should hold its value and I should be able to get rid of it. Oh man. They did this movie a favor with their art because this is the reversible, which makes it kind of look like trash to me, honestly. Finally, a movie that is totally taste free. And then you got like a horse, and then you got a girl with her titties over the banner. You have another girl with her titties over the banner. Yeah, I see what we're doing here. We'll see about this one. Pandemonium is like Naked Gun and Airplane, but horror. Well, you know what? I like those movies, so hopefully it works. Comedy is just so subjective and so hit or miss for me, you know? So it's kind of a whole thing. Okay. Next is Shot. It says the first full-length motion picture produced at the University of Illinois. Okay. Thud filled. 47 thuds appear in the soundtrack. Okay. Destructive. 5 gates, 2 bottles, 1 traffic radar set, numerous human beings, and 1 dog are waxed. Okay. Then you got a dude getting his head blown off and a dude getting punched in the face. I'm self-serving. I'm not sure what that means, but good for you. This is a dual format. Maybe I should send out these DVDs or something. I'm not going to use them, but it would also bother me to have it missing, I think. You have the reversible, which is pretty cool. I like that, but I like this better, so we're going to keep that. And then, finally, of the OOP selections, you have Dominic. Or Dominique. Dominique, pretty sure, yeah. You have a noose. You got a creepy guy. You got a lady. I'm into all that, you know? More purple. Okay. And then what does our reversible look like? Dominique is dead, or is she? I'm gonna guess not. It's kind of boring, yeah. But I like this illustration here. It is a vibe, so. I remember I didn't get everything that was going out of print. There was some kind of research that went into these that I decided it was worth whatever cost incurred. And I think I just scratched this disc, which is fucked up because I haven't even watched it yet. Let's see. It's probably fine. I forgot to promote this stream in our Discord, but if you want to be part of an inclusive and fun-filled film community, sign up on patreon.com/Celeste Cabra and join our Discord. It's pretty cool. Next, from AGFA, our friends at AGFA, we have Sex Demon and Other Hauntings. Take off on Exorcist, X in blood-bathing color. The Goat Haunt Love. Let's see what we have here. The new Ramrod Male Theater, located west of Broadway on 49th Street, presents the newest and best of daring male erotica. World premiere now. Grab onto your seats and experience Sex Demon. You'll never forget it. It's a treat. Visit the stud room. Not even an exorcist could help. Starring a cast of all New York boys, featuring Steve Spahn, Jeff Fuller in color. The new 49th Street Male Theater, 210 West 49th Street off Broadway. There's a fucking address on here, so maybe we should take a field trip. I'm gonna Google that. Let's see what that is now. Anyway, Steve Spahn is featured in this month's Mandate. That's so sick. Okay, I'm looking up this address to see if it is still an all-male porno theater. Place your bets. 210 West 49th Street. Let's see how devastating gentrification has been here. New York City, 245 9382. Encore Community Services. That's what it looks like now. Looks like it's still some kind of theater. So that's fun. All right, so Sex Demon. This is not even my favorite feature that's on here, but it is a pornographic all-male parody of The Exorcist. Even though it's not like funny, it's kind of dark, you know. Um, this is also a single press, by the way, so go get it. And there's your other art. No reversible, but it does have this cool newspaper type deal going on here. Sex Demon, 58 minutes. Deadly Blows, 52 minutes, 1971, and 10:30 p.m. Monday, 1975. I don't remember much about Deadly Blows. It's probably fine, but 10:30 p.m. Monday fucking rules. I've made this joke already during Ryan's stream, but I'm going to do it again because I'm proud of it. I'm going to read to you my review of 10:30 p.m. Monday on Letterboxd. I was really enjoying watching this man fit both his entire fists up another man's ass until I realized this doesn't pass the Bechdel test. Shaking my head, but this one's dope. Check that shit out. If you get this release, make sure you get it for sure. Yo, every time I watch vintage gay porn, I am made aware of the new limits of what a man can do to another man's ass. Double fisting is not something I had really thought possible, if I'm being honest, but I saw it with my own eyes. So it is on celluloid here. Next, we have the Harbinger. I think this was just getting low on slips, and I like this slipcover. That's literally it. That's literally it. I mean, you know, this is pretty cool too, honestly. I should have been okay with that. I don't know, I heard good things about this, so. And there's no reversible, but there is a booklet, which is nice. So, I don't know. I heard that this is pretty good. It's got like a Plague Doctor thing. Purple color palette. I'm into it. Next. This was all a subscriber week thing, I think. We have Bat Pussy. Hell yeah. I still have not watched this. I've been waiting for the right time. And I think that this is a with people, a with friends type of viewing experience. So we'll see, but I'm really excited about it. As far as I'm aware, this was a previously lost film, and we still don't know who directed it, or even most of the people who are in it. I've made to believe that it's a fairly singular experience. Let's see, there's a commentary, super smut shorts from Bat Pussy HQ, including Batty Man and Robin meet Dick Nose, and a trip to the storefront theater. And more. Bonus movie, Robot Love Slaves. Crime smut trailers from Bat Pussy HQ. And a booklet. I mean, this shit is stacked, bro. Like, hell yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Next. Schizoid and X-Ray. I think this one was actually maybe technically a gift from Jeff. I think he Venmo'd me for this. He was like, you need to get this. And I was like, all right. So this is a double feature 4K. It's out of print now. I think this was $20. Not bad. Klaus Kinski. Yeah. I don't know much about it, but I'm excited about it. Oh, is there reversible? There should be. There should be. There is. It's not as good, I don't think. I don't know. I think I like this better. So we're going to keep that. It's harder to put back these inserts in the 4K cases because they're not transparent. It's not like hard, but it's harder. Okay. Next we have The Cellar. I just really dig this cover art, honestly. It's intriguing to me, and I don't know, I don't hear the best things about it, but I think it's like regional homegrown shit, which I always at least think is charming. And then we do have reversible. It's not as good, but it is intriguing nonetheless. So this feels like a Vinegar Syndrome bread and butter type of thing. So excited about that. Next we have from Saturn's Core, Shatter Dead. I think that this has some hardcore scenes in it too. God hates you is the tagline for this film. Hell yeah. The new zombie world created by director Scooter McCrae is relentlessly depressing and a gorehound's feast. I mean, sounds good to me. This SOV shit should be pretty nasty. I'm into that. Oh, this one. Friend of the show, Alistair Dyson, sent me a Vinegar Syndrome gift card for my birthday or Christmas or something. And so this didn't cover all of this, but I utilized it for this Poetry of Lee Chang-dong set from Film Movement Classics. Yeah. Because it was getting low on stock counts, and I don't really care about the box, even though the box is really nice. It is really good artwork. It's way better than the standard, but the booklet with the essays in it are exclusive to the limited edition, so gotta do what you gotta do. Corin Humboldt, I'm glad you're still here. Thank you. Just watched Scooter McCrae's Black-Eyed Susan. Nasty. Yeah, I heard it's pretty good. That's his newest one. So it contains the films Greenfish, Oasis, Peppermint Candy, and Poetry. And Corinne says that Oasis is a masterpiece. So I gotta be honest, I don't like this artwork, so I'm also glad that I have the slipcase, but I mainly bought it for the booklet. And I think that on sale this was pretty reasonable for 4 films and the case and everything like that, so I'm looking forward to it. Next, Fun City Editions was doing some clear out stuff. I did get this copy of Heartbreakers. Yeah, I don't know too much about it, but I trust Fun City, and this was like $8 or something. So I was like, sure. And then I don't remember when I got this. It must have been going out of print or something, but Roberta Findlay, Mascara. More hardcore stuff. VS proper. I'll watch anything with Roberta Findlay's name on it. And next, this is one that I'm excited about. I did manage to get this Side Roads thing with the DKola custom slipcover markers. I've been waiting to watch this with people who can actually draw worth a shit, and then they can decorate this, because I can't draw to save my life. But I thought this was a cute idea, and yeah, I'm excited to see what we can get out of that art-wise. But there's the artwork for it. I've heard that this film is good, so you know, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Val in the chat, I want to watch it with you because you're good at drawing. Oh, and then here's my replacement disc for looking for Mr. Goodbar, which I still am not sure what to do with. I believe this was another subscriber week purchase, Alien from LA. Excuse me. We do have reversible on this. I think I passed up on this it's been in a few subscriber sales, and it was just like cheap enough, and I was like, why not? I think. I don't know. During that same sale, Dogs Don't Wear Pants. I like this kinky slipcover. I think that's fun. And I know that my friend Annie Rose Malamit has an essay on here. I'm into this. Yeah, I know that there's a Region B version of this, but this was very cheap. And I do love my friends at Yellow Veil Pictures. I call them my friends. I don't know them, but they do great work. I can't read that right now. It's too dark, but yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about this, and it's kink-centered, I think, so I'm into that. Next, I had been waiting for this to go on a steep discount because I knew that they weren't moving units of it, but Moon of the Wolf is a VSA. I got number 3909 out of 5,000. This is a really, really dumb werewolf movie. It's a TV movie, but it's fun, and I like it. I've seen it twice, actually, because it's just very easy to watch. Yeah, the reversible is just the back art, so yeah, it's a dumb movie. Don't expect it to be that good, but I think it's fun, and I like it. So that's Moon of the Wolf. Next is a movie that I love. I think that this was just getting low on slip counts, maybe? Or I wasn't sure if the standard came with the CD or something, but this is Sellout from Connie. I love this movie. It's so funny and it's so good, and the music in it is incredible. So I'm really happy to have the CD soundtrack. But yeah, this is like a really great anti-capitalist sort of comedy, absurd comedy. Lots of male nudity, which is nice. Um, Malaysia is where this is from. So I don't know how many Malaysian comedies you've seen in your life, but Connie's doing the Lord's work, making them more accessible. Um, there's your reversible, which is like not that great. I think I did just want this slipcover because it has a really nice artwork on it that I like a lot. So there's that. And then this was a subscriber week purchase, I believe. Oh shit. Did I just break this slipcover? I just broke the slipcover live, bro. I literally just like, okay, so it was like this, and I just straightened it, and it broke. So that's unfortunate. I don't think this is a rare one, at least, but there, there's your broken slipcover for Tough Guys Don't Dance. Um, I could just reglue this. It's fine. It's really not a big deal. I know exactly. Yeah, it just needs a glue strip right here, and it'll be fine. I'm sure some people, some real slip head freaks, got an aneurysm on that one, but you know. Anyway, this is a really weird one that I've heard that has not sold well for them, but I know that like Sam Deegan and Justin Liberty have said that it's like one of their favorite releases they've ever done. So, and I used the reversible art because the other one is just this, but since I have the slip, I can have the reversible. So I'll have to set that aside to fix that. uh, Okay, Connie is killing it with releases. They're great, dude. I would buy all their releases if I had infinite time and money, you know. That looks cool. What year was it released? I assume you mean Sellout. It's contemporary-ish, 2008. 2008, yeah. Next is another subscriber week purchase of a film that I love. This is Distant, Big World Pictures, who are super underrated. I don't think that they get enough attention. But this is a beautiful slipcover. Uzak is the name of the film in the original Turkish, I believe. Turkish, yeah. This is a pretty slow burn art house drama to reestablish my bona fides, my bona fides, as it were, that I am an adult and I can watch tough films. Yes, the previous one, something to do with capitalism and a lot of naked peeps. Cool. Yep, that's Sellout 2008. Check it out. But yeah, this is a really beautiful film. I'm trying to remember what it's about. Let's see. Mahmoud is a relatively successful commercial photographer who's been struggling to come to terms with the growing gap between his artistic ideals and his professional obligations. His yeah, and then his like brother or his like yeah, his relative like just comes to hang out in the fucking in his house forever and won't leave. Um just kind of a film about general malaise, capitalism, you know, things of that nature. It's really beautifully photographed, very slow, very good stuff. Bilge makes excellent films. Is that the director? Yep. Nuri Bilge Ceylan. This is not his biggest film. I forget the name of that one, but this one's really good. Let's check that out. Next we have Madman. This is the 4K. I had the Arrow version of this, and I was wondering if I wanted to upgrade it. And this was like 20 bucks, and I was like, okay, I'll sell my Arrow edition and I'll upgrade it because I like this artwork. And, you know, the film isn't great or anything, but it's fun. And I think all the features are the same, so I can sell that and recoup some of my cost sitting over there. If you want first dibs on all the stuff I'm going to be selling, by the way, you should join our Discord because that's where I'm going to be posting it. Yeah, Madman. It's a dumb slasher. It's a really awkward pool sex scene in it, or hot tub sex scene in it. Dumb movie, but I enjoy it. Man, how far we've come. I'm like looking at some of these purchases, like I would not have done that now, to be honest. Or you know what? Maybe for this one I might have. I don't know. This is the Flesh Merchant from Culture Shock. I bought this for two reasons. One, because all the Culture Shock stuff was going out of print, so they were like doing clearance prices for it, so like real cheap shit. And two, I love this Haunt Love slipcover. What can I say? I'm a sucker for Haunt Love. He sells the things. I mean, it's better than this artwork. So like this is essentially like an SOV film about this guy who's running like a prostitution ring of sorts. It's fine. It's not great or anything. I might end up selling this. We'll see, but I thought might as well grab it while I can in case I regret it later. FOMO is what happened there. Just pretty straightforwardly. FOMO is what happened. Next is the films of Enrique Gomez Vadillo. More Haunt Love. You know what it is, but this is a triple feature of, pretty sure these are Mexican films. Yep, Mexican director. Enrique Gomez Vadillo is one of the country's forgotten cult cinema notables. Responsible for a series of genre films, gritty melodramas, and erotic works throughout the 80s, 90s, and early aughts. Vadillo's films have been largely unavailable for English language audiences until now. So this includes Muerte en la Playa, Death on the Beach, Johnny Chicano, and Verano Salvaje, or Savage Summer. So a quick note about this one. My friend and patron Nosferatu, who is in the chat usually, but not today, was talking to me about this release because a lot of the subtitles are inaccurate. And I was like, you should just email them. I'm sure that they'll fix it and issue a replacement disc. And he, because he likes to do good work and he translates his own he does his own fan-made subtitle translations of cult Mexican films. He's like, I want to like find all the mistakes first before I send it so that they like believe me or something. And I was like, you should just send it. It'll be fine. And I think he put it on the back burner, but so I avoided this release for that reason. But when it was like $10 or something crazy for 3 films, I asked him if it was worth it, and he was like, yeah. Like, some of the subtitles are pretty wrong, but like it's not gonna be a make or break for like enjoying the films. And at that price, like you absolutely should go ahead and get it. So I went ahead and got it, and we'll see. I think part of me is still waiting to watch them for when that inevitably may or may not be resolved. But in any case, I wanted to support this because I really love the Mexican stuff, and this was definitely a riskier endeavor for them. And so is that. And then I've been wanting to see this for a while. Massage Parlor Murders, 4K. Believe this was, yeah, $20 on the subscriber week sale. And then there's that. Never seen it, but I've heard good things about it. Sam Deegan commentary, you know what it is. Okay, starting to lose my voice. And I have another stack, so I gotta get through it. Sick 3 films from 80s and 90s, filmed from Mexico. Nice. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Next. Oh, here's the other one from Fun City. This was Born to Win. I think this was $8. I just decided, why not? I don't know anything about it, but again, I trust Fun City and their output, so I thought, go for it. Next, this must have been a subscriber deal or something. It was some kind of crazy sale where it was like really, really steeply discounted. Like I don't think I paid more than $12 for this. This 4K of Prospect with the King, Pedro Pascal, and Sophie Thatcher, who is incredible, and I am also a little bit in love with, but is mostly just an incredible actress. So, I don't know. This looked like it was a fun sci-fi sort of deal. For the price, I thought I'd give it a shot. I need to leave, but this has been a good stream so far. Thanks for hosting it and sharing all your cool thoughts. Thanks, Val. That's really sweet. No worries at all. I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out. Next is 20,000 Species of Bees. This is a film movement release. I definitely wanted to support this because I believe it's about a trans kid, like a very young trans girl. And you know, people love to dehumanize and make life harder for children if they're trans. So I wanted to support this type of thing being released. There's the regular art. Haven't broken this one out of the plastic yet, but this is a Spanish film, I think. Spain. Yep. So I am looking forward to checking it out, and I gotta say, I don't like the regular artwork for the film movement releases. I just don't like them. They're very like, just like kind of. Oh, thank you, NA25. I really appreciate that. That is super kind of you. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. All right, you have inspired me. You have given me the strength to finish the stream. I just dropped my phone out of excitement, but that's okay. Thank you so much. Let's run that shit back. Hell yeah. Godzilla's so stoked. You're the best. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't really like their artwork. It's like kind of like lazy contemporary like festival posters or whatever, but I like the slipcover artwork a lot of the time, so sometimes I like to try to get this. So that's that one. Oh, next. Finally, I have been sitting on this VSMC slipcover even like a year ago. So much of this is informed by slipcovers, and now I just kind of don't care. I gotta be honest. I don't have the space to care about slipcovers. I don't have the money, you know? But I got this a while ago, and I had just been waiting to get the standard edition to put it in my slip, and Amazon had a really good deal, so I finally got the Blood Hook. And, you know, I like that artwork. I think it's pretty good. I like the reversible on it, too. Hold on. This movie's not... Yeah, I like that, too. This movie's not amazing or anything, but, like, I think about it. It's one that has stayed with me. So, I'm looking forward to having that in the collection and revisiting it at some point. Okay, next. I feel like this hasn't happened in a while, but for a while it felt like there was just a complete bloodbath on the partner label front, where like so many labels were leaving. And so I was doing a lot of catch up on the clearance prices and stuff, but this is the Altered Innocence stuff that was leaving that I wanted to grab. First one is Name Above Title and Other Tales of Woe. I like that artwork. He's like pointing. So that's fun, right? A Giallo Serial Killer Fever Dream. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 films on it, 6 of which are shorts. I believe this is a collection of Portuguese sort of gay movies, I think. Yeah. So, looking forward to that. Here's one that I didn't get with the slip. I honestly didn't like the slipcover artwork for this one that much, but in any case, this is The Hole in the Fence. I think that this is a sort of... What is the name of it? Lord of the Flies-esque sort of deal. Yeah, I don't know. It looks good to me. A terrifying psychological drama voyages to the darkest depths of the human condition. I mean, I'm into that, right? Like, that sounds fucked up. And then next, this is just, like, something that's supposed to be really good. I think this is another Turkish... This is, like, a coming-of-age thing. It's called Brother's Keeper. I think that this was, like, a festival darling type of thing. But shout out Altered Innocence. Please support their releases now that they're on their own, because they're the best. There's not really any special features on this at all. Yep, Turkish. Okay. But, yeah. I think, well, hold on. I think it won some kind of award. Doesn't say. Oh, well. Check it out at some point, but I really like this artwork. I think it's really pretty. Did I show you what the other side looks? I did not. Oh, here we go. Some kind of festival thing. I don't know. Sparse and brutal, poised and precise. Nice. I'm into that. And then, finally, for this little thing. We have Astrakhan. I dig this artwork. Look at that little lamb guy. That's cool. I'm into that. Really pretty artwork, honestly. And I mean, like, you know, this is fine, I guess, but an extraordinary film which goes far beyond expectations in the last act. That's kind of a backhanded compliment, honestly. An unsentimental yet touching debut. A gripping impressionist rendering of the raw precariousness of youth. No special features. So, I mean, you know, I think these are all very, very cheap, and I just wanted to stock up. Okay, I've seen this one. This is Beware My Brethren, aka... This has a different title. Somewhere. It'd probably show up if I pulled it up on Letterboxd. I don't remember what the alternate title is, but here's this. I chose the reversible, but the regular cover art is also really good. I had a hard time picking one. Beauty beware, you have a date with death. Yeah. This is, fun fact, Sam Deegan's very first audio commentary. At least for Vinegar Syndrome, but I think ever. So that's cool. This movie's amazing. It's really, really fucking good. This is about like a very fucked up like evangelical sect of Christianity where this guy is raised in, and he's just kind of like stuck at home and he's not allowed to see women and this, that, and the other, and it manifests in disturbing ways. It's a film that has a lot to say about religion and the one that I connect with and really enjoy. So this is out of print, which sucks, but it's really great. So if you get a chance to see this, or if you see it anywhere to pick up, this gets a full recommendation from me. Next we have Witch Trap. I've not seen this, but it was going out of print, so I grabbed it. Next we have Severe Injuries. This is notable for being a female-directed SOV film, which is fairly rare. So that's pretty cool. There's your reversible. Be Afraid, Be Barely Afraid. Yeah, this is this is about a serial killer who comes from a line of serial killers. Like his dad was a famous serial killer, and so he's trying to live up to the good family name, but he's really bad at it. So it's kind of like a comedic SOV slasher. And he's like trying to like hack up these sorority girls, but he sucks at it. So this also contains a bunch of short films. Weregirl, Zombie Gone, 745 of the Dead, and Neck Up. They're of varying quality, but this was a fun film and I enjoyed it. So yeah. You know, maybe not your best starter film for SOV stuff, but I dug it. So if you're into that kind of thing, check it out. What was before the witchcraft movie? Sorry, I missed the name. It was Beware My Brethren, and it is also under a different title, which actually I'll go ahead and pull up now. Beware My... The Fiend is the alternate title, and that's what it is listed as on Letterboxd. It's under 1,000 views. It's pretty obscure, but I really like it. And I see it as a kind of a middle-of-the-road rating, too, which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I love this movie. I don't know why more people don't like it, honestly. It's kind of a bummer. Next, this was another single press, and I think it is sold out at this point, but if you can track it down, it's certainly interesting. This is the Rockafire Explosion. Who put this out? ACFA. Friends at ACFA. This is a documentary about... And there's your reversible art. 72 minutes. And then there's some fun special features. The Rockafire Explosion is a true story behind one of the strangest pop culture phenomenons. That would just be phenomena, but that's okay. You're so fast, I'm at work. LOL, cool, thanks. I do talk fast. I apologize, and I am kind of running through these. But that's okay. I'm more than happy to go back a second for anybody who asks. The Rockafire explosion is the true story behind one of the strangest pop culture phenomena of the 1980s. Before being mysteriously replaced by Chuck E. Cheese, the showbiz pizza chain and its animatronic rock band, the Rockafire Explosion, took the U.S. by storm and eventually inspired the hit video game Five Nights at Freddy's. This documentary chronicles the rise and fall of showbiz pizza, the Rockafire Explosion, and the obsessive fans who kept the dream alive. This was directed by the guy who did Glow, the story of the gorgeous ladies of wrestling. Rockafire Explosion is a joyful and touching look at the importance of nostalgia and the eternal quest to stay young. AGFA is excited to bring this overlooked doc to Blu-ray for the first time, complete with enough extras to inspire a million animatronic sing-alongs. So that's really interesting that that's how they describe this, because I had the opposite takeaway of this film, which is that this is a film about the dangers of nostalgia and the futility of trying to stay young. These are people who collect the animatronic Rockafire guys, which, okay, has some historical value from like a kind of archival point of view, right? But the people that are outlined in this documentary, I'm sorry if any of them happen to see this, are kind of sad. Like, they're sad people. This is kind of all they got going for them. They're obsessed with this, and it's clear to me that they peaked as a child, like going to see the Rockafire Explosion, like that kind of feeling of childlike wonder is where they've peaked. And they just, rather than trying to find that in new things, rather than trying to, I guess, live life in such a way that inspires those feelings to come about in fresh ways, they choose to kind of live in nostalgia. And I am of the opinion that nostalgia is inherently fascistic and not good in and of itself. I think it's okay to engage in it as long as you understand what you're doing, but I think nostalgia is the gateway to the kind of make America great again mentality. And I think that the illusion, the logical fallacy that things were better in the past, that things were better when you were young, pretty much exclusively leads to bad outcomes and kind of demotivates people to create better futures for themselves and others, right? And again, I don't want to be like a bootstraps person. I understand that these people also, they don't have a lot going on because of capitalism, because of their material circumstances. But I don't know. It's just sad to me that rather than, I don't know, to just kind of see their entire lives be like, oh man, it was really awesome when I had like this one brief reprieve from life as a child, going to Chuck E. Cheese or whatever, Showbiz Pizza or whatever, right? I don't know. I thought it was sad. It made me sad. And, but that's not to say it's a bad experience or anything. I thought it was interesting. I mean, it brought up all of those feelings and kind of philosophical ideas, as it were. You're spitting. Thanks. I'm trying. Yeah. It's, I think nostalgia is a really, really tempting on-ramp to fascism. It's something that we all kind of engage in and we all kind of like to indulge in. It's a positive, comfy feeling, but yeah, for the reasons I've outlined, I think it's dangerous and I think it needs to be engaged with responsibly, right? I think we need to be aware of these things. I saw the TV Glow. It was a really good film about these ideas. More out of print stuff. Decoder. It's got a frog on it. I'm into that. There. That's the extent of my thoughts on that one. I like the VS art for it too, which you can't see worth a shit, but this is just a weird frog, and you're not gonna top that, right? So I'm into that. I think this is like a music synth pop thing. Oh. The guy from Einstürzen Nobaten is in this. That's sick. If you've never heard that band, you should check them out. Some of the industrial pioneers. Great stuff. The album with the horse jizzing onto the ground is my favorite Einstürzen album. Check that shit out. It's good. We got the dick slip, the dong slip. Please, baby, please. Now, this is an instance where I will make sure to buy the version with the slipcover. if I'm getting some kind of genitals on it, you know? I'm into that. I think Sister Hyde did this one. Doesn't say on the back, but this is Music Box. I have actually heard very good things about the film. Amanda Kramer is a director. So I did buy it because there's a dick on it, but also because I like to support female filmmakers and independent cinema. Okay. Okay. Next, this was low on stock count, I think, during one of their sales and was selling out fast. And as we have established, I love the Mexican stuff. So the Demon Rat VSA. I have not heard good things about this. Mutantes del Año 2000. La Rata Maldita. Uh, Ruben Galindo Jr. Yeah, I don't know. Killer Rats, Mexican filmmaking. I don't know. How bad can it be? Right? Those are some famous last words when I put this in, and it's complete trash. But you know what? I'm willing to give it a shot. Next, we have Perfect Strangers. This is. I can do it. What's his name? Off the top of my head, he directed Q. He directed It's Alive. He directed God Told Me To. Larry Kent? Larry Cohen. I was so close. But this dude is a goat. He does really great, thoughtful genre films, and this was going out of print, so I wanted to make sure I got it. There's your reversible. Yeah, that's that. I just really love this director, so I wanted to make sure I got this, but I haven't seen it yet. Another instance of that exact thing, plus I wanted the slip because I don't like the standard art. That Most Important Thing, Love, Andrei Zulawski, director of the aforementioned Possession. There's some great artwork here and some great other artwork here. This is Film Movement Classics. This is 007B. That's weird. What is A? Because this wasn't part of a double bill, as far as I'm aware. I mean, like, that artwork is lame. I'm sorry, but it, like, Film Movement just does not hit with their artwork. So I guess they are incentivizing slipcover purchasing. Jeff, thank you for being here. Perfect Strangers was a great film. Well, I'm excited about it. Okay, team, we did it. Over 2 hours. One more. The last one is one I have also not seen, so it should be quick. Pale Blood. This was going out of print, and it's vampire shit. Easy sell. Wanted to check it out. I like the reversible art too. That's like some Cocktail Twins shit. But I like this with the bite marks on the titties. That's a vibe. I'm into that. So, okay, team, we did it. That's the update. I'd like to take a moment to thank our newest patrons, 9-Volt Digital Cinema, Richard Chataway, Erica, Bart de Roysart, and Mallory. I'd also like to thank our accomplices Anthony Listro, The Boogeyman's Closet, Chris Haskell, Dana Jordan Rothschild, The Disconnected, Dr. Jeff Butcher, Dustin Putman, George Strang, Nosferatu 1334, Possessed Washing Machine, S. Butler, and Stephen Perkins. If you'd like to be counted amongst their ranks, the link is in the description.